Alright, quick update on Tron. So, Tron is actually holding up very nicely. I mean, I said the exact same thing yesterday. While all the markets were capitulating, Tron was one of the only ones that closed reasonably bullish. And today, the whole markets is just a sea of red, and Tron is only down 3%, which is very impressive. But let's talk about what's going on right now, because we have a huge doji candle on this chart right now, and from the downside you can see bulls are trying to pick it back up, but we are starting to landslide in the favor of the bears. And also with this big wick that we had to the upside, once again we're not reaching these levels that we were at the other day, and this kind of shows me that this doji candle may be an indecision moment, saying that we don't know if we have enough fuel left in the tank to keep on pushing back up to these higher price targets. And I would not be surprised, because Bitcoin right now is very choppy, and I hate to say it, but it looks like Bitcoin is coming back to back test its lows. I'm not saying it's coming to take them out, but Bitcoin is coming down to coming down to push down on its lows. I mean, we literally did it like an hour ago. We came back, it was a slightly higher low, but we're really just chilling very dangerously around this area for Bitcoin. And I really don't think that being bullish on Tron until Bitcoin has a solid bottoming signal is a good idea. So for Tron, we've talked about this before, we've broken out of the top of this asymmetrical triangle, and at this moment in time you are still being supported by your EMA ribbons. So as long as we don't have a daily close below the EMA ribbons, then the charts remain bullish. But my gut feeling is that Tron is going to be starting to run out of momentum very soon, and we're seeing something very unique that you don't see in a lot of crypto charts. And let's talk about it. A lot of the time with the fights between bulls and the bears on the crypto charts, it's very black and white, as you can see with these momentum indicators down here, the squeeze momentum indicator. You can see the markets move in waves. You have bearish waves, bullish waves, bearish waves, bullish waves, bearish waves, bullish waves, and it normally reflects that perfectly on the chart. And it's not too often that you've got a sea of increasing volume in terms of both bullish volume and bearish volume. So I really think the longer we kind of chill around this region for Tron, the more explosive the next move for it's going to be. And whether that means we move up or down, I would have to hedge my bets to the downside. Like I said, I personally don't hold Tron at this moment in time. I do think it's a great project. However, I've been saying this for the past couple of weeks. I said it on my Twitter yesterday. I said it on my Twitter last week. I've been saying it on my Discord. Links in the description for the Discord if you want to join it. But I've been telling all of you, these altcoins are going to get slaughtered against Bitcoin. That's my opinion. I don't think necessarily anything is going to be the exception to that. Now, there can be market outliers, and I guess we won't know if Tron is going to be a market outlier until we see Bitcoin potentially capitulate, which I don't necessarily think is going to happen below 29. But for example, Chainlink was a huge market outlier. It was pretty bearish throughout the whole bull market. Like, it really didn't do much. But the bear market, I remember holding Solana and no one was talking about Ethereum or Bitcoin back then. It was only XRP and Chainlink. Not that XRP was doing well, but XRP's army is just relentless, and they just don't sleep, and they just watch each other's videos on YouTube, and they love it. So Tron could be a market outlier. Like I said, I would not be betting that it would be a market outlier, simply because your chances of picking a market outlier are like 1 in 10,000. At least historically, 2017 bull market, every crypto that I checked out apart from Chainlink was not performing well whatsoever. So I have to go with the data that it's almost like buying the lottery if you're buying an altcoin right now, because you're hoping that if we do enter some type of macro bearish market, then your altcoin is going to survive. And I don't necessarily think that's the smartest thing to do. So from a technical perspective, Tron looks very bullish, but my gut feeling is that this is not going to hold up for too much longer. You can see the daily squeeze bomb is already starting to run out of momentum. I didn't notice this when I started recording, but this is kind of what I told you. You know, we're having these big pushes up, big pushes down, big pushes up, big pushes down, big up, big down, big up. And now we've got a huge doji candle. I think indecision is here. We are going to have to move in one way or the other, and at least at this moment in time, the bears do have full control of the momentum indicators and the volume. So I'd be very cautious about trading Tron, buying the dip, leverage trading it right now. Like I said, I've got a very simple trading strategy coming into these bearish markets, and my only strategy is to stick out of altcoins and to buy Bitcoin relentlessly. I think that's literally the only smart thing to do. Like I said, I was here in 2017, and I hate having such a boring outlook, just saying, you know, just buy Bitcoin, that's the only smart thing to do, because I'd much rather be here saying, you know, we're breaking back bullish, you know, Tron is going to 10x, let's cover these low market cap altcoins which are going to 100x. But I wouldn't be giving my followers any value if I was just shilling that nonsense, because look at the charts. This is not Moonboy Hopium time. If you are watching YouTubers that are shilling you Moonboy Hopium at this moment in time, then you're probably going to be exit liquidity for them. That is all I really have to say about that. So as long from a technical perspective, if Tron stays above these daily EMA ribbons, then it's clearly very bullish. So, you know, we're going to keep a keen eye on this. If we do manage to trade bullish on this for the next week or so, if Bitcoin starts breaking bearish, you know, everything looks like it's about to enter bear market territory, and Tron is just kind of slowly accumulating to the upside, kind of akin to what Chainlink did, then we'll definitely keep an eye on it. I don't think that's going to happen. Like I said, I don't bring my emotions into my trading. I look at the data. The data tells me it's more likely we're going to move down than up. So, you know, obviously it doesn't necessarily matter to me either way. All I'm doing is buying Bitcoin, but I'd be very cautious if I was an altcoin trader looking to, you know, quote unquote buy the dip on Tron, because it can get a lot uglier from where we are right now. I mean, how far are we down from the all-time high? Let's clear up a few things. Don't know why this is here. So from the all-time high, Tron is, it's down about 60%. It came down about 70, oh no, it actually came down to this wick 75%. So it's already had a sizable drop, and I do think Bitcoin's bottom is near, but like I said, I would be very cautious about this. And also we're above the weekly EMA ribbons, which is very interesting, because Tron has historically, we've had situations like this before where we just did not, yeah, kind of like this, where we pushed up and then we just kind of lollygagged for a few weeks before breaking back down. I feel like we're in some type of zone like this, and one final capitulation could definitely be underway. Bear in mind, the weekly EMAs have only recently, in the past 2 months or so, flipped bearish, so we could have a lot lower to go. 4-hourly time frame, we have started capitulating below your EMA ribbons, which is a worrying signal, which is also another sign that you are losing momentum. So yeah, paired with everything that we've just seen, also paired with the fact that, you know, we very much, I mean, this could be like an inverse head and shoulders or something before we do reverse, but I'd be very cautious about hoping for something like that. Really, I'd be keeping my eyes on the daily time frame. Keep your eyes on round about the 7 cent region, more specifically 6855. If we have a complete, you know, landslide below there, then obviously it would look like Tron is breaking down. So until we start pushing up and accumulating to the upside, I would not be bullish on Tron. It does look very bullish from a technical perspective, but like I said, I was here in the 2017 bull market, bear market rather, and what we're seeing now looks like the tip of the iceberg on what I saw in 2017. All of these altcoins going down 20, 30, 40%, 92% on Luna in a day. I remember seeing that. I remember seeing the blue chip cryptos get decimated against Bitcoin, and it is exactly what we're seeing recently. Be very, very cautious. If we're about to enter a bear market, then Tron is going to get decimated against Bitcoin. That's all I've got. Best of luck if you're in Tron. Like I said, really no price targets on this, really no places where I'm looking to DCA. I'm just kind of looking at the charts and kind of giving you a few different perspectives here, but like I said, there's no price target that I would look to get into this at this moment in time. I'd really want to see more data traded above these EMA ribbons before I make any type of decision. That's all I've got. Bearish momentum looks like it's the strongest here. Cowboy out. Peace.